back to my channel. So I've been hard at work getting things together. So we got the headlights taken apart, cleaned up, put different bulbs in it, but they seem to be a little bit heavy on the electric. So I'm going to do away with them. I'm going to take the light bulbs out and I'm going to convert to LED. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. So I went through more of the wire harness. I went through the tail light section, the starting, getting everything converted over. You can see my CDI box, my rectifier, voltage regulator, my starter wire, going through those wires to, from the buggy that's coming out of here, this big black one, black harness, and then you can see where everything branches off. So I'm in the middle of merging the wire harnesses together. So in the end, it'll appear to be manufactured and have that yellow plug right there. So if I ever had to service anything, I can just take off the harness, unplug it, and do whatever I had to do. So if I had to take the motor off, I could take the motor off. I can unplug it and take the motor out of there. If I need to change any of these components, I can unplug them and plug them back in. It'll make a decision from, if I got a bad CDI box, well then I unplug the CDI box and plug in another one. Same thing with the rectifier. So far, everything appears to be coming together. The only thing I haven't done is hook the power wire up to the four-wheeler harness yet, because I gotta go through this bad spot that's back here that rested on the exhaust and burnt that day. So I'm going to have to fix that. But everything else seems to be pulling together pretty well. Wait till that car goes by. So if we turn the key ignition on, we get a gauge with a light on. And when I turn that on, this is going to be my tail light. So you can see the red lights right there. That's pretty cool, huh? So when the lights come on, that's going to be there. And now we got two functioning headlights. And because of how powerful they are, you can see how some of those LEDs are quite dim. So that's just sitting there for now. So here we go. So you can see the starter engages as it should. Normal battery hookup. Just using the cables for a moment. As soon as I get the right battery for it, we're going to build a battery box. And we'll shove it right there in that hole. And slide it right in. This tail light, I'm not going to disturb it because I got it all hooked up. But that's going to get mounted right up under here. So that'll be my brake light. Well, actually running light. It's not a functioning brake light. It's only a single stage. That's why there's only 2 wires to it instead of 3. 3 will give it the actual brake light. So I don't have a brake light. I just have a running light and headlights. So on top of it, I have my light bar harness backed up by a fuse and a relay. That'll take the heat off the harness. So it's going to pull power directly from the battery rather than through these little tiny wires. So when you put that light bar through this, then what's going to happen is going to draw power down, such as what these are doing. So if I were to go ahead and put this on the relay, that will resolve the dimming issues on that third brake light. So that's the deal there with that. I've been plugging away at it, slowly but surely getting there. So once I have a fully complete harness, I am going to start working on the brake calipers, breaking down those tires off of those rims and put them on the original rims for the back. That'll give me plenty of height, plenty of ground clearance in the back. A lot more so than them tiny little things right there. So you can see the size difference. Those are the original 2 tires that went to this. You got your front one underneath of that mud flap, and then you got the rear one, which is under that one. And then these 2 tires, they'll fit that rim down there at the bottom. And then it'll look like it's supposed to. Almost a close match to what is here. At least they're matching tires. These other ones, I like them because they were fat, they're new, but they're mixed match tires, so not a problem. What else? Oh, got a zesty little cup holder. I forgot I had that, so now I'm able to possibly stick my phone in there or put the GoPro cam on it and take video as I'm riding around. And I'm a person that enjoys his coffee, so I don't trust my cup being in there, but not your ideal cup size. What I could do is heat that up, make it fatter, and then she'll fit that fat boy right there. So yeah, I love my coffee. If you ask me, I think everything's starting to look manufactured the way I got the CDI box, the regulator, and then my starter neutral safety switch I gotta do. But everything's almost there. It's just that tiny little bit of wire mess right there, which I want to play with. Then I can knock off that thumb switch controller and do everything up here by the dash. Got my LED bar. Just plug it right in there. Boom, done. Ground it down underneath the dash. It's done. So as you can see, we're not too far from being finished. I just thought maybe to chime in and show you guys what I was doing today. Been at it for a few hours, taking my time, mapping it out, making sure I got the proper wires hooked up before hooking it up. And sometimes you have to go and feel and test and try again, but I think I'm getting it there. We got the reverse cable I keep talking about. Still needs to be hooked up. I haven't been in the mood to mess with it yet. I will get to it. The electrical wires to the relay for the light bar is going to get wired into the switch, and I'm going to put a under dash toggle switch there where it will trigger the relay. The relay will make its connection across the 2 posts, pull the power from the battery out to the wire harness and up to the LED bar. That's the proper way of hooking it up. You do it any other way, you want to make a direct connection, okay, fine, be my guest. It can be done. But keep in mind, these are really skinny wires. They're going to heat up. It's going to put a load on it. And it's going to melt. And then when it melts, it's going to make a bad connection. When it makes bad connection, then you just destroyed your brand new light bar. And possibly your vehicle that you put it in. So let's not do it that way. Okay? Let's do it the way you're supposed to. So I'm going to stop jacking my jaw. I'm going to get back to working. It's getting colder and colder out. The wind is blowing pretty good out here, as you can hear, and it's getting colder. So I would like to be able to get this wire harness a little bit more together, and at least get it to where that switch is off of there and I can control everything from the dash up here. So far we're getting pretty close to it. Thank you much and hang tight. Here's the update. I just got the front sitting on there, but that's how high the front's going to sit now. So you can see how much clearance I have underneath. And, well, still on jack stands. I just got finished mounting a set of tires and rims on there. But as you can see, she looks pretty dang on good there. I'm digging the white rims. I think I'm going to stick with those. I had to seriously modify those rims to fit. So once I get a set of washers on there, I'm going to tack weld the thick gauge washers to the rim, and I'm going to try to make it look clean as possible so it don't look like somebody in the back hills put it together. But that's what she's looking like so far. I really like the rear of it, how big and wide those tires are and how far they sit apart. Tires are a little dry rotted, but they seem to hold air. So I'm going to show you from behind here. You can see how nice and wide it is. So she's going to look pretty good. Took some work, I tell you that. Took all this right here and some made a template down there using that rim there. I was trying to dismount these tires, but I would do more damage than good trying to take those tires off of those rims. This can be just a temporary until something better comes along. The rear black shocks, they're not going to sit there like that. They're going to be coming back here. That's what those two arms are for, down at the bottom at the axle. Right there and right there. So they'll connect there and up there at the top. So we'll have dual shock. That's about close to about how high up it'll sit. And if you ask me, I think that's pretty good. I don't think I need it any higher than that. The exhaust, I still need to shorten that. I don't like that thing sitting out there that far. It looks ridiculous. Looks like a 3-year-old put it on. Yes, I'm making fun of myself. But yeah, that's what I've been working on, is just 2 tires today. I thought I was on easy street getting those hubs off, but when I took the nut off, they actually welded there too. So, and the shaft on this 4-wheeler is a lot bigger than what's on here, so I can't use that. So that's the way it's going to have to be. And I'm going to have to make some kind of spacer in the center of the hub so I'm not on direct lug nuts, because there's no spacer that goes in the center of that. It's just, if I hit a bump too hard, I want to start getting a tire hop like this, because it'll be a offset, you know, going around like a clown wheel. So once I put the center piece in there welded, I'll take it off, clean it up, paint it. You would never know it. And put some thick washers in there, and then weld those to the rim so it becomes strong again. But the way I see it, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It'll be fine. So I haven't done much in here at all since yesterday. So I guess I should be able to drop down the rear once I do the reverse cable. Then I can work up here in the front, take these wheels back off, and do the front disc brake calipers. Gotta clean them up. You gotta put some spacers in there. I want to try to put a wheel bearing over here on this side because it's just a spacer. So it's just getting chewed up, and before that becomes a problem, I want to replace it. Then it's install my rear LED light, and then finish up the wiring inside here, and get my battery box made up, get the front hood fixed and mounted, bleed the brakes, and I think we're just about there. It ain't too much more. So hope you guys enjoy it. If you like it, hit the like button. It'll really help me out. I know I keep saying it, but I'm looking at my views on my channel. It ain't looking so hot. Because after this, if this right here alone doesn't bring me much needed welcome, hitting like is a way of saying thank you to me. That if I don't get any likes, and don't get any more subscribers after I do all this, then this will probably be my last final video. I'll just start doing this by myself, stay to myself, and just continue making my money. With broken screws in my neck, I thought maybe I could possibly help somebody, at the same time help myself. When I go down from my neck surgery, coming up in April 25th, that I thought maybe I could start making a little bit of money off of my videos. It'll help put dinner on my table. But I don't think anyone sees it that way. I think they just come in, see what they want to see, take it for what they can, and then never see them again. I've had subscribers that were on here, and then they disappeared. They unsubscribed without saying anything. I'm a fair, decent guy. I'm just trying to survive like the rest of you guys. So give a big man a hand here and hit the like button, hit subscribe, share it. I don't care if you make fun of it, whatever. It'll still help me by you sharing it. I don't care what you say, I have a sense of humor. So do a big man a favor. Spread some love here on this YouTube channel. If you think it's worthwhile, share it. And give me a little shout out here, It wouldn't hurt. Doesn't cost anything to hit subscribe. So give me a hand here, help me out. I can sure use it. Because I'm long and hard and faithful to what I do every day. With YouTube or without. So y'all take care. Appreciate all my new subscribers and my sponsors. I appreciate you guys. Armor, Benchmark Abrasives, Nylite.com, Light Your Way, eBay. He's on eBay channel. I'll put the links down in the description. You guys go and visit them because those are the ones that help me keep going. And I don't want to feel like I let them down, because I promised them that I would do everything I can to get their recognition that they deserve. And It takes one person to make a huge difference. That's all it takes. So you guys stay real, stay positive, keep your head up, keep moving every day, keep working. Don't let up. No matter how bad it hurts, keep going, keep moving. You'll be glad you did. Thank you much and have a good one.